Hello everybody, it is me, Sacred G. Welcome back yet again to another video. So today, before we get started, I do want to say thank you all for the 429 subs. I find that incredibly awesome, and just wanted to give you guys a big thanks for that. And today, well, we're going to talk about the newest drama, apparently. Not really drama, but more of the newest hate, I guess you could say, that Bethesda landed themselves in literally just this last weekend, so let's go ahead and get into it. Some of you may be asking, what in the fuck am I talking about? Like, what kind of new hate are you talking about? Like, the game, no matter where you go, people are saying it's like this really shitty game or whatever the case may be. Well, mods have recently come out, obviously, as we all know, or creations, rather, and people are upset. Specifically, from what I gathered, was from one particular creation, and that is the Vulture for the Trackers Alliance content they added just this last weekend. And so, to even get to this, to understand where I'm going to be coming from, I'm going to tell you what I think of optional microtransactions. I personally think if the game has them, and you're not forced to buy the content, you could play the game without it. I think it's totally fine. It's an optional feature. More than likely, you won't probably need it in order to continue playing the game. Okay, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay, as long as the game doesn't force you to pay for that piece of content, okay, in order for you to play the game. Like, you can play without it. That's what I'm getting at. I don't think it's bad. And I don't even think creations as an idea is bad. Mod creators get paid for the content that they put on there, and that Bethesda does whatever they do to the mod, and they get paid for that. And that's awesome. Like, wow, okay. You know, that was the whole idea of the Creation Club, but that's a whole other fiasco, and probably worthy of another video if I feel like it. But, case in point, people are mad. People are upset. They're upset with the fucking new Trackers Alliance creations. I would also probably assume that people are just mad at the creations in general, but I digress. You're not forced to fucking buy it. So, in other words, what the fuck is what is the problem? You're not forced to buy these things. You're not forced to, you know, having to even purchase a small bit of it to play the game. You're not forced to. It's a complete option. And the funniest thing is, people are upset that it's $7 Like, they're treating it like, oh my god, you know, $7 is really expensive. It's like almost $77. Or they treat it like it's this really expensive thing. And I'm just sitting here thinking, it's $7. It's not cheap. I am not saying it's cheap. I am also not saying it's expensive. $7 is pretty fucking affordable. It's an affordable piece of content if you can at the current moment in your time. Okay, but the thing is that I just don't see the problem. You know, I didn't purchase every single creation, and I'm still able to play the game. So what is the actual fucking issue? That's what I wanted to get out of the way. And just the whole hate, again, as I keep saying in general, is ridiculous. Okay, this game is not that bad, and I'm gonna say it, I think a good majority of these people are fucking PlayStation fans that are pretty mad that it won't come to the PlayStation 5, which, you know, does suck, but at the same time, it's annoying. And not only that, like, these people will go out of their way to hate you because you actually like the game. That is the part that bugs me the most. And it's not because it happens to me. I don't give a fuck. I read stupid comments. I don't give a shit. I see it happening to other people, and that's where, you know, I have an issue. I actually do get a little more upset when I see it happening to somebody else. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand why people will have to result into full-on bullying you because you like a game that they don't. That just doesn't make sense. Like, I think Starfield, in my own opinion, is probably Bethesda's best RPG. And this is going to be a really hot take. I think it's similar to, in a way, not exactly the same, but I think in some ways New Vegas and Starfield are pretty fucking similar. And the biggest thing I could think of is the fucking dialogue and the world building in a way. Not exactly the same. Bethesda has their own unique vision with their games. Same with Obsidian. I just, I don't understand this. Like, it's stupid. Like, you're not forced to buy it. Like, if you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. Don't be sitting there looking at the fucking piece of content and saying, oh my god, look, you have to pay for this. You don't. Like, the key thing with this, from what I gathered, is that they're treating this like you have to buy this shit, and you don't. Okay, and either way, like, you don't want to support mod creators, you would just rather have them beg instead of getting their foot in the door, because that's the best way I could say what Bethesda's doing, is getting modders foot in the door to basically work with them. That would be, I would assume, any modder's dream for games that do allow mod support, to work with the people who made the game that they're modding. That's me, Sacred G. This is all I got to say about this. I just don't understand the whole hate thing now that people, like, they're just grasping at straws at this point to make the game look as bad as possible. I'm not saying Starfield is perfect or the best game in the world or the decade. I am just saying that I personally, me and many other people have personally enjoyed the game. The hate is just dumb. Like, I think out of anything, the hate has shown how untrustworthy the internet could be when it comes to criticism. Okay, if that makes any sense. And I just don't, it's just dumb. So, anywho, that's me, Sacred G. I'll see you in the next motherfucking video. Peace the fuck out, and thanks for listening and watching, and have a good one.